Alright, so you have created your self-portrait and you've taken a clear, well-lit photograph of it to capture all the wonderful details you've included. And now we're going to get started with making it into a trading card. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to Canva, CANVA.com. Now you may be thinking, I don't have an account. Well, even though you don't have an account, it's really easy to link this to your SCSD email. So whenever you go to the website and you click log in the upper right hand corner, it's going to give you an option to log in with Google. When you click on log in with Google, you are going to find that it will link you up with your SCSD email. So you can go through the options there to choose that. And that way your account is always linked. You don't need to remember the password. It just works for you. So what is Canva? Canva is a really great free graphic design website. This is great for making posters. This is great for making presentations. It's also really good for making a trading card. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to make our personal trading card using this. So whenever you go to the home page, they're going to give you lots of different options here. But what we're going to do is create our own design. So up in the upper right, you will find a purple rectangle that says create a design. Please click on that. What we're going to do is create a custom size. Down at the bottom you'll see a plus icon and it says custom size. That's going to be what we use. So click on the custom size. And what we're going to do is make a 5 by 7, that's a standard size, card template. But before we go in and type 5 by 7, I want you to notice that it has a unit over here, and PX is for pixel. And you've probably worked with pixels before. We don't want the unit to be pixels. We're going to click the drop down menu first and go to IN for inches. It's very important we change the unit first. Then we're going to go over here and we're going to type in 5 for the width, 7 for the height because we want it taller than it is wide, and we're going to create the new design. So we have a 5 by 7 inch template. Create new design, and it is going to take us to a new tab that gives us that template. Now, one of the first things that you want to do whenever you get in here before you start planning your trading card is you want to upload your photo. So here on the left hand side you'll see a nice toolbar with different options: templates, uploads, photos, elements, text, so on and so forth. You want to go to the uploads icon. That's the little cloud with the up pointing arrow. You're going to click on that, and at the top there is a purple rectangle that says upload media. This is where you can upload that photo of yourself from either Google Drive or your device. So I've gone through, I've selected that already. I have a self-portrait in here along with some other files I've used in the past. So I'm going to keep that there and know that that's available whenever I go to drag that in. Now, the first thing you want to do is start to experiment with the elements and the background. So usually what I do is I work from the back to the front, and I'm going to go to the background icon here at the bottom. It's those diagonal slashes, and you'll see that there are different textures and colors you can click on. Some of them are paid, most of them are free, so you can go through and find a background that works for you. Try to find one that represents your personality. Maybe if you're really into space, you would choose this one. Maybe you love fireworks. Wood texture. So you can go through and experiment and click those in and it'll fill your background. You also have the option to choose from the colors they've offered, or if you click this little palette icon over here, you can click new color and you can select any color you want. So let's just say I'm going to go with this nice blue background here. From there, what you want to do is start experimenting with elements. So you can add in your photo next, and if you do that, you can come over and grab your photo and just drag it over, and then you can resize it. If you want to crop parts of it, you can double click on it, and that will allow you to crop the image and move different parts of it. So you can experiment with the shape of that. If you want to use a frame for it, we're going to go to the Elements tab, and that's the one with the heart, the triangle, the square, and the circle over here. And they have different frames you can choose from. So let's say I choose this fun frame, I put it in. Now I can make it larger or smaller, but I can't make it taller or thinner. And what you can do is you're going to use this is going to put your photo in that shape. So let's say I go back to my uploads and I drag my photo over and I wait till it goes in, and then my photo is in there. Now if I want to readjust my photo in there, I just simply double click and I can slide it all around and change it the way I want. So your trading card needs to include some text, and it needs to include your name, and it needs to include at least 3 interesting facts or pieces of information about you. So what I'm going to do is go over, I'm going to add text. You can add a heading in. Again, I can type my name. You can include your first name, your last name, it's up to you, but at least your first name. And you can change the size, the color. Let's make this nice and bright. And you can change the text if you want and have some fun with it. Remember, this is supposed to express your personality. Make sure it's readable though, that's important. We can come over and add more text in for our facts. And again, think about how you're arranging these. So I'm just adding in that information as placeholders. Make sure you can read it. If your background gets a little too intense, you might be able to click on it, add effects. You can change some things up, filter, adjust. You can even change how bright it is. So there's lots of options in here. You can go through and experiment. One of the things that I really love about Canva, it has all these extra elements that you can add in, and a lot of them are free. So if you love plants, you can add in little flowers and leaves, and go in and you can rotate them by clicking this rotate icon. You can spin them around and you can make copies. So really your challenge here is to make a 5 by 7 inch trading card, add your facts, add your name, add your image of your self-portrait. Really make it detailed. Go in, add some style to this, make it represent you. And then once you finish it off, you need to download it and submit it onto Canvas. So how do we download it? Well, up here in the right-hand corner, the upper right, we're going to click the download button, and it's going to give you some options. While PNG can work, we're typically going to use a JPEG. That's a pretty standard image file. So we're going to click JPEG here, and then all you need to do is click download, and this will save it to your Chromebook. When it's on your Chromebook, what you need to do is upload it to our Canvas discussion board and let us all see it. So that's a brief demo. Feel free to experiment, look around Canva, do some research, check out different techniques, and enjoy making your trading card.